Hi technicians, it's Jen from DraftLine, and today we're going to do a really quick abbreviated tutorial on how to use the DraftLine SmartSystem. So once you download the mobile application from either the Google Play Store or the iTunes App Store, you are going to input your email address and password that we've assigned. You can't actually log into DraftLine until we have you as a registered user, so just keep that in mind. So what I'm going to do is hop into my first line cleaning trip for the day, always the Town Pump Tavern. Up at the top, you will see on the info page a Google generated photo. You can get directed. You see the date and time of the line cleaning or when it's scheduled. We really want you to work on day. That is a tried and true DraftLine rule. You have to work on the schedule. If you have to deviate from the schedule, you have to let cloud support know. Under that, you'll see the trip title. On DraftLine, we have line cleaning trips, service trips, installation trips. Always when we start out with the line cleaning service center, we do your line cleanings for the first 2 weeks only. Under that, we have a section where you can swipe to call if we've input the phone number. And as well, you see each technician assigned to the trip with their avatar photo and this little alien icon to the right of my name. That means I'm the foreman and I'm responsible for the checkout options on this trip. But if we do have multiple technicians, everybody can feed to the checklist, and we also have time accounting with check-in and checkout. So down at the bottom of the page, we have all these different tabs: tasks, notes, system, expenses. We're just going to flip through these like pages of a book. So let me click on tasks. Now, first thing we do whenever we arrive on site is we check in. That's this green circle at the bottom right. Click it once, and that's going to be before you grab all of your supplies and head into the retail location. So check in and then put the device away. Grab your cleaning cans, your chemicals, then you head into the building. At that point, once you start getting the line cleaning rolling, getting the chemical pumping through the lines, breaking down the faucets, that's when you're going to come back and fill out all of these checklists. So up the top left, safety first guidelines, gloves and goggles and pH paper always saves so many issues. In the middle of the screen, you will see your check or these bubbles. One's for line cleaning, one's for faucets. If we had a different type of trip, service or installation, you would see different color bubbles here. So for line cleaning, we're going to dive into this, and we have a glycol system. And because we're going to be doing a recirculation pump cleaning, we always click regular maintenance and recirculation. If you were doing a static cleaning, you would still click regular maintenance, static, and that means that you're using a cleaning canister and you're just charging the line one time and it's soaking. Okay, so always regular maintenance are the first 4 steps, then static. At the bottom right, you're going to save and send those back to me. Anytime you put something in, you've got to save and send, so you're going to navigate to the bottom right of your screen a lot. This is the green circle with a check mark. That will automatically pop you back to your tasks page. From here, for our faucets, up at the top, we're going to verify, hey, I'm breaking down my faucets, soaking them, brushing them, putting them back together in good working order. But to take our survey, we're going to pop to this page and verify these steps for each of these faucets and say, okay, these are all the lines I'm cleaning. Anytime you put in a check mark, that's an affirmative service point. You're saying that I cleaned this line. So we're going to save our check marks at the bottom right. You'll get a pop-up message that says it's saved. And as well, the first time you go in to do this survey, all of the faucets will just have a number. So you have to go through and you have to populate. And you do that by swiping across, clicking the pencil, and entering the name of the beer. For this one, we're just going to pretend that it's an open faucet. So the faucet is there, but there's nothing actually pouring on it right now, because we definitely want to keep track of those for placement down the road. So we click OK. You then get a pop-up again that says faucet request send successful. So every time you put something in, we're trying to give you a visual indicator that says, hey, this is received by DraftLine. As well, on notes, we'll go to the notes tab. A very common note to put in is too busy for lunch. And this would be when you are refused service. So you type in the note and you hit the blue paper airplane. Again, putting something in, sending it. Camera, you can either take a photo or choose a photo from the camera roll. You do have to allow your permissions for that. And that's something very handy when you have large systems. You can take a picture of the menu or the tower, send it to us. Just make sure it's a good, clear photo so the cloud support team can get those brands entered for you. And that's usually going to be if you have 20 faucets or up that you have to survey. So we've done our tests, we've done our notes and our photos, we've also entered our system information and all of our brand changes, and now we're going to go to the expenses tab. Here, the only thing that we need to do is grab a signature. So we'll click on the pencil, and always, I already know about 20-25% of the time, you're not going to be able to grab a signature. Don't wait around, don't freak out about it, just do what you can do and try and grab one where you can. Don't put an X, don't put your own name. I only want the name of somebody at that location that you're cleaning for. So here I will sign at the bottom. Up at the top right, I click done. I will see that signature pop up again, date and time stamped. I will then put my phone away because I filled out all the steps that I need on DraftLine. Then, once I have loaded up everything on my vehicle and I'm ready to go, that's when I'll go to the tasks page and check out. So I've completed all my steps, and if I'm a beer wholesaler, I'm not cleaning all the lines. So my lines are going to say partially completed because I don't have all the lines in that location. But if I came in to do and clean and service all the lines that belong to my company, then we consider this trip completed. So at the bottom right, this blue button, we will click this, and this is our checkout button. So it brings out the checkout options if you're the foreman. Completed is you came, you saw, you conquered. Partially completed, we aren't ever going to use for line cleaning. And no work performed, we use for 5 to 7% of trips at any service center where we show up to do our work, but for whatever reason we get turned away. No brands, no beer, no gas. Anytime that happens, we need you guys and gals to put in notes to let us know. So for this one, I'm going to mark it as completed. I'm going to hit the back button, and then you will see the status update here. And then I just move on to my next trip. So thanks for joining me today, guys. That was a really quick tutorial on how to use the DraftLine SmartSystem mobile application. Bye-bye.